My name is Wittert. I'm the Vice President of Sales for Asia Pacific. And we look after a region that includes India, China, Southeast Asia, and Oceania, so Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. India is a very exciting market for Cambium networks. Our focus as a company is using fixed wireless technology to connect the unconnected. And over the past year, we've introduced specific technologies that provide the appropriate price point to allow us to be able to provide that extended connectivity. You've heard the term the digital divide, so there are a huge amount of people that won't have connectivity to the internet. I actually did some research recently, and Wikipedia, or the internet, says that India has a connected population of about 19.19%. So sub 20% of the entire population is connected. So that drive to connect the unconnected becomes really important. And so what are the options of providing that connectivity? In a metro environment, there's fiber optics or there's copper. But as you move further and further outside of your main cities, it becomes ever increasingly expensive to be able to build and deliver that infrastructure. So the fixed wireless technology that Cambium has developed and continues to develop provides that ability to provide last mile connectivity to connect the unconnected. But as infrastructure is built, sometimes there exists infrastructure that you want to connect back. And again, fixed wireless technology provides that ability to be able to connect the emerging LTE networks that are being built, the mobile broadband networks, to extend those networks and connect them, to extend the reach and connectivity of Wi-Fi networks that are being built across cities. This is a major focus of us. Another major part of what we're doing is focused on industrial connectivity. Connecting mines and oil and gas facilities that also have a requirement for providing data communications, but there wouldn't be fiber optic connectivity, or it's not cost effective to build that infrastructure. So if I'm building a new mine or a new mining camp or building a new oil pipeline, and I have workers along that, and I have two-way radio connectivity, I need to be able to take data and connect that infrastructure together. Fixed wireless technology that Cambium manufactures provides that opportunity to provide that data connectivity. And then another major part of the developing and the growth of India is smart cities. And part of smart cities are providing intelligent connectivity to devices, the Internet of Things that are growing, but also CCTV, video surveillance. And fixed wireless technology from Cambium Networks provides that reliable connectivity with quality of service to be able to provide video surveillance cameras connecting back to central control points to provide that analysis. So these are some of the emerging areas where fixed wireless technology, industrial engineering, connecting the unconnected and breaking down the digital divide, providing connectivity between in mobile LTE networks, and providing backhaul CCTV and video surveillance are where we're providing connectivity solutions.
Now, how do you look at your India operations with regard to the Digital India campaign that the country is engaged in, where we are talking about digital enablement happening locally?
So India forms a very important part of Cambium Network's global R&D strategy and facilities. We came out of being a US-based, a UK-based organization when we split out of Motorola 3 years ago. We had a development facility in Chicago. We have a development city in the southwest of the UK, in Ashburton. And a year ago, we established a development facility in Bangalore, in India. And this represents a very important part of Cambium Network's global strategy. And the center in Bangalore forms our main facility for Asia Pacific from an R&D perspective. Today we have over 40 people now working in that facility, driving R&D and development around the next generation of our technology from a network management perspective and a connectivity perspective, and also providing a very important base for support out of the region. So Bangalore has become a very important part of out of that. And we will run our third training session, both for the marketplace and our own internal people around our technologies.
The expansion that you are looking at?
The expansion's ongoing. So we've grown our presence in India, both in terms of this R&D facility that's at 40 plus people that will continue to grow. But just from our own representation as a sales organization, we added 2 salespeople, one in Delhi, one in Mumbai, in May last year. We have a team of 5. When we started 3 years ago, there was 1 person. So we will continue to see that growth as we provide solutions and services. So we're providing solutions to the service provider market space, where they're looking to provide last mile connectivities to small, medium enterprises that are being developed and grown across the market space. We need to be able to support the emerging WISP community that are providing regional data services. And then this huge growth of CCTV and the deployment of video surveillance and smart cities. And to that, we've expanded our channel. So we've signed on board new channels that we're enabling and growing, and we're bringing new partners on board, and we'll continue to train that. So we provide a lot of new training around wireless and the use of fixed wireless technologies and support capabilities. That'll be ongoing for us, and we continue to see that growing significantly.
So now if you can just briefly talk about some of the challenges that you see are being faced by the industry.
So one of the biggest challenges is the understanding of what fixed wireless technology and what the opportunity is. When people talk about wireless, often they'll think about Wi-Fi or they'll think about mobile broadband, but they don't always think about fixed wireless technology and where that fits in and the opportunity that plays. So when we talk about connecting, for example, the unconnected, many people would just default to Wi-Fi, they'll default to mobile broadband. But perhaps LTE and mobile broadband's not the most applicable technology for going into a small village and providing connectivity to the homes. And that's where fixed wireless comes in. So that's our biggest challenge, is educating the marketplace to the role that fixed wireless plays.